Hi, my name is Matilda and I'm a member of the Soul Squad and I play basketball at Michigan State University. I've always been around basketball, I think. Both of my parents played when they were younger and I have an older brother who played before me, so I just, started playing because he played. I mean, basketball is not really a big sport in Västerås. Most people play ice hockey and bandy and soccer, which I also did when I grew up. But since my parents and my brother were so into basketball, I just, started playing as well. Yeah, I started playing with them when I was about 13 years old because they didn't really have a lot of players. But for me it was a big thing because they were still playing in the second division. I know my first year I felt a little bit special because then everyone else was so much older than me. My second year some of my old teammates also started playing with them, so then I felt more comfortable because I had my friends on the team. I mean, I don't really remember that time. I don't remember how I performed actually, but I know it was a good experience for me and I learned a lot. And it was probably from there I got some exposure and people started talking about me and started to know about me. So that was probably the reason why I, got the chance to play for the national team and got accepted to Rig Luleå. I loved the life in Luleå. It was great for me. It was exactly what I needed at that age. I got good practice with good players and good coaches, and I got a good education as well, so everything was perfect for me. I mean, it's very different to play, even though it was in the same division in Västerås and Luleå, it's very different because in Västerås we were only 7, 8 players, and I had to perform even though I was just 14 years old or something. And then when I got to Luleå, everyone was my age, but everyone was just as good as me as well. So it was very different, and I'm happy that I've experienced both because I think it's been helpful for me in different ways. My third year in high school, I actually committed to Michigan State, so I was supposed to leave after my third year in high school, but then because of COVID, I stayed an extra year in Sweden to play with Luleå Basket, and it didn't feel safe to go to college then. So I was talking to about 50 schools, I would say, and some of them actually came to Sweden to visit as well, but I only took 2 visits, and once I visited Michigan State, I just felt like this is where I want to be and this is where I want to play. I mean, it was just when I started playing with Luleå Basket, I didn't have a lot of expectations going in, but I ended up in a great situations. My coaches trusted me, so I got to play much more than I expected, and I got to have a much bigger role than I, could have ever expected. So it was, a great season for me, a great first season at college. I learned a lot and I developed a lot and I really, got to play valuable minutes. So I've been, in all youth national teams. I started with the U15 and then I've been in U16, U18 and U20, and now with the senior national team. And playing for the national team has always been very important for me. I'm very proud to being able to represent my country, and it's always been a big thing for me. So ever since I was 15, playing with the national team has been my summers. I mean, when I started playing with the senior national team, the women's national team was probably better than it's been for many years. So I got the chance to play with some of the players I really looked up to when I was growing up, which, it was a huge thing for me, playing with the twins and Kalis and all of the other players. So I feel like I, came in the perfect time because I got the chance to play with all of my, those players that I looked up to, and now I'm part of the, generation shift. I mean, I want to finish college, then my dream is to play in the WNBA and play in Europe as a pro for many years. But I mean, I'm trying to take it year by year, and maybe I want to end my career with playing in Sweden. But right now, I just want to beat the Wolverines.